oh, best pound for pound. Two things on that. One, name for me anybody the last boring fight Fedor had, if ever. I mean, Paul, I can't remember a single boring fight that Fedor's ever had.
I can't remember anything either. I mean, the thing with Fedor is he's not going to go in and taunt you. He's not going to run away. He just looks for the finishes anytime he can get them. Yeah. He sets you up. He's always coming forward.
And he can do it anywhere, anytime, anyhow. From the ground, from the bottom, from the top, submission, TKO, anything. It's action from start to finish. It's explosion from start to finish. He's beat how many heavyweight champions from freaking Pride now, from UFC now? Give me a break. All the guy does is win, and win in explosive fashion all the time. And he's been doing it against the very, very best. And so you never have a boring fight. He doesn't talk trash. He just goes in there and kicks people's rear end every single time. And I was bit pound for pound, and oh, Anderson did it in 2 weight classes, and BJ Penn did it. And okay, bro, let's check this. Dude, Fedor beat a dude that was 385 pounds. He just beat Brett Rogers, who was undefeated and has explosive power in his hands, who was a legit 275 pounds. And here Frank Mir's complaining about, oh, Brock and Carbon have 20 pounds on me and this and that, whatever. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you know, people want to talk about, like, Fedor's not fighting top competition in the world, Frank Mir and other people like that. I mean, dude, who's Frank Mir now, dude? Does anybody believe that Frank Mir could last even, what, like half a round with Fedor? Does anybody believe that? I mean, there's no way he gets out of the first round with Fedor unless Fedor, Fedor doesn't want him to. There's just no freaking way, dude. I mean, give me a break, dude. Fedor destroys everybody. How can and I want to talk about the best power front. I mean, Fedor just decimated a guy that was 275 pounds, that was undefeated, that hits really, really hard, okay, and that really came in there to fight and to win. And the thing is, like, that is, Fedor's 225, 230, maybe 235. That's a 40 to 50 pound weight difference. Legitimate. I mean, that's like Anderson Silva fighting Fedor right now, weighing 185, not coming up in weight class, weighing 185. Who in their right mind thinks that would work out for Anderson? Give me a freaking break. And the only reason why Dana White, also talking about Anderson, doesn't want Anderson to fight GSP is because he and GSP both know that he will whip GSP's rear end. And then Dana has nobody to market except for Brock. Paul, tell him about that.
That's exactly right, John. I mean, well, Frank Mir was exposed. I mean, that we saw that. Forget about Fedor and Frank Mir and everything. I agree with you. GSP could not hang with Anderson Silva. Everybody knows it, most especially GSP. Fedor is the king. Now, Dana White has apparently come out and said that he's obsessed with signing Fedor. Good, because Fedor's had some contract negotiation issues with Strikeforce. Go get him, sign him up, because right now you need fighters like Fedor to be able to keep UFC brand interesting, or else you're going to look like, Floyd Mayweather fights.
Yeah, seriously, dude. I mean, look, Strikeforce is starting to become where it's at. Jake Steele is cool, Robbie Lawler is cool, Dan Henderson is cool. Why did UFC get rid of Dan Henderson? I have no idea. You know what I mean? All their little, like, wannabe, let's go to new territories and start pushing, it's amazing, like, when you go to Australia, the Australian fighters win. Oh, when you go to England, the English fighters win. We go to Abu Dhabi, they were trying to hope that one of the Gracies. It's like, dude, it's weak, dude. It's weak. You know what I mean? It's just like, there's obviously, there's a lot of things that UFC does well. There's a lot of things I give him a lot of credit for. Dana White's very smart. He's done a lot of good things, but man, dude's got a lot of problems, a lot of stuff like that. And don't even get me started on this year's episode, or this new episode of Tough. It's extremely boring. It's basically unwatchable. Nobody wants to see Tito versus Chuck. Neither one of those guys can fight anymore. And frankly, Dana's right about that. Chuck shouldn't be fighting anymore. He does not sound all there, in my opinion. So anyway, I want to hear what you guys think about it. It's been a long day, but I want to hear what you guys think about it. I've been thinking about this all day. What do you think about Frank Mir? Do you think that he's full of it? What do you think about the video that we linked to? What do you think about BJ Penn? Do you think he got robbed? What do you think about Fedor being the best pound for pound? Who do you like? What's the best organization right now? Is it Strikeforce? Is it still UFC? What matchups interest you? Tell me what you think about Anderson Silva. Anderson versus GSP. I want to hear about all of it. Hit us up down here. Subscribe us up here. Description either down there or over there, depending on, it's probably down here. All the stuff's in 1080p. And that's it. I am John. That is Paul. We are Conservative New Media. This is Conservative New Media MMA Report. And you are the CNN Army, and we will see you next time.